I'm Karen Pardee here at beautiful PNC Park. Joining me today is Pittsburgh's own Neil Walker. Neil, you're playing in the majors for your hometown team. Sometimes you just have to pinch yourself.
Yeah, I know. There's definitely a lot of days where things seem kind of, surreal. And, this is something that I've dreamed about my whole life, playing here in Pittsburgh and playing for the Pirates. And to be able to kind of live that dream on a daily basis is something that I really cherish and I really feel fortunate and proud of. So, I feel very, very, very lucky to have gotten here. And I'm looking forward to a lot of good more days.
Great. How about the people that have come out of the woodwork? Past friends, the lunch lady, your Sunday school teacher, people that have maybe called and wanted to give you their best wishes or maybe to give you their advice?
Well, it's interesting. I think I've made more fans here in the last 6 months than I have ever had combined my entire life. So, but I think some of the funnier ones are people that have tried to contact me through Facebook and things like that, saying, "Hey, I'm your third, fourth cousin through this person and this person," and I'm just like, okay, that's I don't know who you are, but if you say so, then that's that's great. But we'll stick at it with friends.
How about the entitled fan, the one that stops you in the grocery store or when you're out at a restaurant, wants a picture and an autograph?
Well, I try to, I remember being a fan when I was a kid and loving the Pirates and the Steelers and the Penguins. And I remember, running into players. Merrill Hodge used to live out by us when he lived here. And I remember how awesome that was and how gracious he was toward, his fans and things like that. And, I never get too weirded out when people ask me, even if, I'm not feeling too great or it's early in the morning and I'm at the grocery store or somewhere like that. So I try to do all I can to sign autographs and things like that because, I'm really gracious that people are big fans, not just of me, but of the Pirates and things like that. So it's always good to kind of give back.
That's wonderful to see in an athlete. A lot of times the news focuses on the negative and you seem very sincere and that's refreshing. Tell me about the locker room. Who has been your mentor or shown you the ropes?
Well, there's been a lot of guys. I mean, I just recently have switched positions from third to second base, and a couple guys here with the Pirates this year have been really great, and one has been a coach, Carlos Garcia, who has really worked with me a lot. But a couple other guys, Bobby Crosby, who's no longer here, and Ronnie Cedeno, who plays shortstop, have really been huge helps towards me, especially making the transition a little easier and a little bit less stressful, and help me kind of just realize, just go out and play and not worry so much about the mechanics of the position and things like that. But really everybody's been great, but those guys come to mind when talking about having to make a new position change, especially this year.
Who in the locker room keeps it light and makes you laugh?
Well, I think Delwyn Young is one guy that likes to keep it light. As you said, he's been known to pull some pranks and answer other people's phones and things like that. Garrett Jones is always one that keeps it light too, and that's the biggest thing when you're going through a baseball season is that it's so long and it's tumultuous and also long, kind of monotonous type of deal. Every single day you're kind of doing the same thing. So to have people, when you're playing jokes or just keeping it light somehow, dancing, doing things like that, it helps kind of keep the camaraderie good within the team, but also helps you have a lot of fun while you're playing.
To be a fly on the wall in the locker room when you're dancing, that would be good. What does the locker room smell like?
They keep it awfully clean, but there was definitely times when you were in the minor leagues and in A-ball that you'd come back in the locker room and you were kind of smelling your clothes or smelling your shoes. Like, I wish I had somebody that would throw this stuff in the laundry a few more times. But here in the big leagues, everything tends to smell pretty good.
Good. And just a minute ago, you were talking about the length of the season. People forget it's 162 games. You might have 2 or 3 days off in a month. How do you keep cohesive and united as a team?
Well, sometimes through the goods and the bads, especially during a baseball season, you kind of have to treat each other as brothers and friends, whether you don't really, whether everybody doesn't get along or does get along. You have to remember that you're dealing with people every single day, the same guys, and you're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs, and you're going to have your arguments, and you're going to have your fun times. But at the end of the day, we're a family. We win together, we lose together, and we have fun together, and we also have the bad times together. So. When you realize that, and the more you play baseball, and the more you understand that, the bad times are quickly over, forgotten if there's arguments or things like that, and the good times are always cherished pretty well.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. Best of luck with the rest of the season. Stay safe, and thank you very much.
Welcome. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.